On the way to the ring, from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Bryan.
Have you ever heard anything like this? This is unreal. Six-man tag team action coming up. Oh, this is going to be great. From the WWE Universe. I can't hear myself think.
It'll be interesting to see how these two teams of three coexist once the bell rings.
Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
This place is coming alive now.
I've long contested that six-man tag team matches would benefit from a second referee on the outside. There's just too much going on for one official to handle.
How long have you contested that?
Representing the Brothers of Destruction, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
What a reaction from the WWE Universe! I can't hear myself think!
Plenty of combustible elements involved in this six-man tag team match. Look out!
And his tag team partner, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins!
Look around! Everybody is on their feet right now!
Very curious to see how well these teams coexist in this six-man tag team match.
This WWE Universe has been driven into a frenzy. Expecting plenty of highlight reel material in this one. Just listen to the chants from this sellout crowd for Daniel Bryan. Sometimes I don't know if they love him or hate him. Oh, how much pain is that arm in now?
And there's the release. What's going to happen now?
I'm scared to ask.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Well, what's your take right now on Kane? I think Daniel Bryan's personal life has had a major impact on his professional one. Throughout Daniel's whole life, he was told he was too small and not good enough.
Right.
That helped motivate him to become the superstar we see today and the man he is away from the business.
Well, luckily the body hasn't absorbed too much of an attack up to this point.
Oh man, does he have that arm submission in tight?
I don't believe the destruction we're seeing.
This guy's just going from one painful move to another.
Not today, too fast.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. He gets the tag.
Well, Michael, you touched on Daniel Bryan's personal life, and there's something about being told no your entire life. I mean, it motivated Daniel Bryan to follow his dreams and to never give up. It motivated Daniel to turn around and say, wrong answer. The answer, that's paralyzing. It won't take long to lose the use of that arm.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
A suplex like that takes a lot of power and delivers a lot of impact.
There can only be one top dog here in the WWE, and a win here will go a long way in solidifying one of these guys' claims of,
Oh man, from the high rim district.
I wouldn't know what that's like. When you talk about Daniel Bryan's experiences and how being told no motivated him to work hard enough for people to say yes, this opens the door and lets all of us see who Daniel Bryan really is. A fighter who is never going to give up or back down, whether we're talking about his personal life or professional one with WWE.
Well, you're right about that, Michael. You know, Daniel Bryan is a great story, a great success story, and believe me, it takes one to know one. Daniel's journey to WWE greatness can be directly traced back to his experiences growing up in Washington State and trying to break into sports entertainment. That's only fitting that today, someone who was always told no hears chants of yes wherever he goes. It's awesome. Cole, what's he got in mind? Oh, Seth Rollins going in. Ow. Ooh.
In the mid-2000s, Dean Ambrose became known on the independent wrestling circuit for taking and dishing out ungodly amounts of punishment. To fans around the world, Ambrose emerged in 2012 as the eccentric leader of the Hounds of Justice, known as The Shield.
Oh, Ambrose emerged as the leader of The Shield, all right. When they arrived in WWE, the Hounds of Justice planned and carried out vicious attacks on all of WWE's most beloved heroes.
Great move. And now he's back out on the apron.
We're looking at complete domination here. Look, Dean Ambrose. He looks like he's got Dean Ambrose with the on-track cross-leg STF, and we're past the point of no return.
You're right about that. Dean Ambrose going to finish this guy off.
While eviscerating WWE's most revered figures, Dean Ambrose became the 77th individual to hold covers. And the shoulder's up.
And the match continues. I love this. You really have to park a steamroller on the Big Show to keep him down.
Show escapes that one.
Yeah, cat-like quickness out of the world's largest athlete. There's a line I never thought I'd say.
Extra slow getting back to his base here.
These competitors will always be looking to unleash their finishing maneuver, and when that happens, the complexion of the match can change in a heartbeat.
You're right about that. The entire match can end in a heartbeat if somebody hits their big move. You know, Michael, we've talked about the career of Dean Ambrose, leading the unstoppable force known as the Shield, becoming United States champion. But Ambrose had an honor bestowed upon him in April of 2013 when he went one-on-one with the almighty Undertaker on Smackdown. Oh, that was some match. Really pushing his opponent to the limit here. Oh, my. Put it in the books. This one's got to be over now. Here's the cover.
Oh, look at that. He managed to get a shoulder up.
Well, like they say, Cole, timing is everything. What does it take to put this guy away? Well, that'll take some steam out of the big man.
But Raleigh is by far one of my favorite cities to travel to while on the road with WWE. These fans are so passionate and engaged.
You know, not since the days of WWE Hall of Famer Andre the Giant have audiences literally stopped what they were doing and just watched as someone walked to the ring. The Big Show stands 7'2" and can be seen clear as day whether you're sitting at ringside or up in those nosebleed seats.
He gets the tag.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Not this!
There it is, the super kick.
You've been waiting for it. You've been wanting it. Well, you got it.
King, you talk about the sign, and Seth Rollins is going for the cover. We're looking at complete domination here.
He saw that one coming.
The human body can only absorb so much of that.
I have a feeling we're going to see several more demonstrations like that before the night's over.
Bryan certainly had that one well scouted.
Yeah, that's because Daniel Bryan is so prepared every time he steps in the ring. Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
Whoa, when you get nailed with something like that, you know your opponent smells blood. You either defend yourself or...
I guess he's done with that move.
Yeah, but what's he going to do next? And now he's back out on the apron.
What an inspirational success story Daniel Bryan has been, coming up the hard way over 10 years on the indie circuits and wrestling overseas before finally breaking through and becoming a true WWE superstar.
Well, Daniel might have taken the long road to get here, Michael, but when he did, he arrived in style. And the titles have been coming ever since that first heavyweight championship back in 2011. Look at him trying to use all the strength and power he can muster to escape this.
And he lets him out.
Well, he might have been losing some of his grip there anyway. He probably figured it would be better to release the hold now before his opponent could counter it. Nicely done there. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
And it has to be said that the success Daniel Bryan's enjoyed. What an insane move by Daniel Bryan.
Look at this. He's in full control of this one. The shoulders are down.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Smackdown, the second longest running weekly episodic television program in history. Daniel Bryan with a slick reversal.
You know, Michael, that might be true, but I don't care what Daniel's physical measurements are. The only numbers that matter are how many titles you've earned, and Daniel's earned his share. Seth Rollins knows how to polish off an opponent. Oh, man, how do you stand after an attack like this?
If there's one place you don't want to get pummeled, it's your face.
No kidding. Whew, that's hurting me.
6 of WWE's most alpha personalities all competing in the same match. There's a good chance this one ends.
Looks like another check in the win column.
Shoulders down. One of Big Show's most highly contested battles came in the form of Mark Henry. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry, collided with the world's largest athlete, and it was like two runaway trains smacking into one another.
Oh, Cole, when the Big Show and Mark Henry are in the same ring, all I can say is watch out. It's the battle of two super heavyweights that wants to mark their territory. Neither man will give up an inch, and both want to be the supreme entity in WWE.
Great job by the official here tonight. I don't know how he's managed to keep so many larger-than-life competitors in check here.
He's absolutely relentless here.
When you have the unenviable distinction of being Kane's opponent, your goal for the match is really just to survive.
As Kane scores with a tremendous move.
King, when we talk about the rivalry between the Big Show and Mark Henry, we have to remember this. Kane looking at this quickly.
Wow, I cannot believe Dean Ambrose got out of that one. A systematic attack here. This guy's just too strong.
Makes the cover. Ow, that hurt.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Cole. What's he going to do here? Ambrose is just unloading. Man, look at how he smothers his opponent. Boy, there's no way he's going to be able to stand after that. I'll tell you, Cole, the brute strength that is displayed when the Big Show and Mark Henry lock horns is astounding. Both of these powerhouses will do whatever it takes to invoke their will on one another, and the outcome is always brutal. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here? Oh, man, that arm may very well be broken. He makes the tag.
That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that blow.
Roman Reigns gathering attention in a hurry. Look at this. Stay down! Stay down!
The KO punch.
Man, oh man, nice!
And he's in there trying to get something going for his partner.
What a huge win.
1 in a million is the only way to describe this match. Look at this. This was a match that was simply mesmerizing. Let's see what happened during that incredible matchup. some of the action we saw during the match.
Here are your winners, Kane, Seth Rollins, and The Big Show.
Big win for these three here tonight.
If you're not feeling good about yourself after a win like that, you might have to get yourself checked.
The arena is still buzzing over that great match.